Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the REDARC Tow-Pro Liberty trailer brake controller. If your trailer has brakes, you're going to need a way to apply them. That way you can slow everything down safely. And that's where a trailer brake controller like this REDARC here is going to come into play. What this is going to do, whenever you hit the brakes, it's going to apply the brakes on the trailer, bringing you to a complete stop. One of the things that really sets the REDARC apart from some of the other brake controllers is the size. You know, it looks a lot different. The only thing you're going to be able to see is the adjustment knob here. And the rest of the main body of the brake controller, I guess you'd call it, sits up behind the dash. So you're not going to have this big box, you know, that's always in the way and an eyesore bolted up to your dash. And with this one, I think it turned out really good. We actually had some factory switches and whatnot here already. We had a blank one. So we were able to mount this up in there, and so it looks almost factory and a really clean appearance and still really easy to get to. One of the things with a brake controller like this as well is the fact that it's what's called proportional. So what that means, more or less however hard you apply the brakes, the trailer brakes are going to match that. So it just makes it a lot smoother and a lot better braking experience. So to kind of give you an example of that, let's say if you're going down the road and approaching a stop sign and you're halfway on the brake. Trailer brakes are going to do the same thing. On the other hand, let's say if you're going down the highway, maybe an accident up ahead or something along those lines, and you got to really stand on the brake to slow things down, trailer's going to do the same thing. So you're not going to feel the trailer dragging or wanting to push you around. You're actually going to be stopping as one whole unit. This particular brake controller is going to be good for trailers that have either one or two axles, and there are some adjustments so you can change your brake force. So you have the knob here, that's 10, that's 0, so at 0 you'd have no braking force, and so you can kind of fine tune that. So let's say, you know, a good place to start is probably 5 or below. Let's say maybe you got a light trailer and nothing in it, you're going to pick something up. You might only need a 1 or a 2, something like that. But then you load it up and realize it's not braking quite as hard as you'd like it to. You can always dial that up a couple clicks. So you can really fine tune it for your particular load and what you're going to be doing and your particular driving style. It's also going to have a manual override button, and all you do is you just push down on this. And so I'm actually hooked up to a test box which simulates a trailer. That's why we're getting these lights going and everything. But you can see when you push down on this, that light's going to glow red, and that means you're going to be just applying the trailer brake. So let's say if the trailer starts to get squirrely, kind of gets away from you a little bit, you can hit that, slow the trailer down, straighten it back out, and continue on. As far as the installation goes, ours was not bad at all, and I think that'll be the case for most people. As long as your truck has a factory tow package, essentially all you got to do is find the connector, plug it in, mount up the box, and then mount up your knob. So it's more tedious than anything, but as long as you take your time, you should be in good shape. I do want to mention, for those of you, if your truck does not have that factory tow package, so if you don't have the factory 7-way connector back there, you are going to have to get a couple of other things, which this is probably going to be rare for most of these vehicles, but you'll need a 4-way flat, trailer connector, the etrailer.com universal brake controller install kit, and the REDARC universal adapter plug to make everything work. But like I said, chances are really good this info will get you going in the right directions. And that'll finish up our look at of the REDARC Tow-Pro Liberty trailer brake controller.